Hello everyone, hope you're all well on a Friday morning. Wanted to talk about a very underrated prep. This prep is not talked about enough, I don't think. Some do, and I'm guilty of this as well. When we're doing videos, we're watching other videos, many other creators, and just preppers in general, we talk a lot, mostly, about items, things that we need to get, we need to accumulate, whether that's things we go to the grocery store or personal protection, tools, what have you, building materials, first aid, medical kits, and this and that. We talk a lot about what we need to get and have and store and stack and all that. And a lot of that is, we do need to stack a lot of stuff. We need to have water, food, food preservation, ammo, personal protective tools, other tools. We do need to stack that kind of stuff, right? But we also need the skills to use them as well. It doesn't do any good to have certain types of equipment, a generator or certain medical kits if you don't know how to apply them or how to use them properly. So skills is something that is going to be, or really already is, it's a big need anyway. Even if you're not in an SHTF, even if you're having a personal SHTF, if you have some vital skills, you can get through it quicker and better and cheaper. So, but what I want to say first though is don't stress, don't worry about not having all the skills, all the survival skills to be able to survive an emergency or even an SHTF situation. Don't stress and think that you have to be an expert in every single subject because that's just not possible. Okay, I mean, let's be real. You can still survive a lot of bad situations, even if you just have a few skills or one or two very in-demand skills. It's very possible. Okay, you don't have to be a weapons expert. You don't have to be a marksman, sharpshooter, or sniper to be able to live through something like that. Okay, if you're part of a MAG, a mutual assistance group, and has a group that has varied skills, work together and survive, or work together and just be able to get through a lot of things a lot easier. Many skills will be crucial during an SHTF or even before a full SHTF. Even now through tough times, even like during a depression or during a wartime, the country's going through a war, which looks like we might be here pretty soon. When things are scarce, if we're having a lot of shortages, rationing, the more skills you have, the better. You're not going to be an expert, like I said, in everything. All right. It's a good time to brush up or learn a new skill. So think about, the skills that will be valuable, of course, survival, being part of a MAG, like I said, well, you can spread that around. You don't have to be the know-all be-all, if you're part of a MAG, even a small MAG. Skills like being able to barter for, if you have certain skills, you might be able to use that to barter for items. Okay. The more skills you have or vital skills, you're going to be in more demand. Okay. So think about that. Some skills that I was thinking about, and I'm probably going to leave some out, but that are probably even in demand now, would be security, a security expert or knowledge on these things, security, self-defense tools, know how to use them, a medical, it doesn't have to be a doctor. It can be a nurse, it can be a PA, it can be a medic, that was in the military, even better. Gardening, hunting, fishing, livestock, processing meat or animals for meat. Building, construction, engineering, those are vital. They're in high demand now. Plumbing, electrical. Anything mechanically inclined is huge right now. You can get a job tomorrow with that. All right. Food, cooking, baking, food preservation, that would be in high demand as well. All right. Clergy, chaplain, knowledge of the Bible. All right. We will need that. Leadership skills would be huge. Ability to think critically. Uh, Critical thinking is it's much needed now, of course. It would be even more crucial in an emergency situation, okay, or even during a full collapse. You know, an ability to critically think, adapt, think on your feet, interpersonal skills, an ability to negotiate, talk with all different types of people, scientific experts with knowledge, social counseling, um, knowledge of disabilities, being able to communicate with those types of people. So mental health knowledge, military experience, that's tactical, strategic would be huge as well. Even things like music, entertainment, you know, that's going to be needed as well. Artistic, communication skills is huge, written and verbal, public speaking, teaching. All of those are skills, and a lot of you have probably more of these skills than you realize. So think about what you have. Think about your talent, your skill set. And it doesn't have to be a laundry list of them, okay? Think about what you're good at. What are you better at than the average bear? Okay, think about that and hone in on that and try to perfect it as much as you can. Research, and learn how to be better, even better at it than you are now. You know, something like sewing, making stuff, crafts, you know. So perfect it as much as possible now. If you want to learn a new skill, it's a good time to do it. Gardening, you know, you can, while we have electricity, you know, you can watch a lot of videos. You can learn a lot on YouTube, you know, even how to put things together and assembly or certain construction things, all kinds of things. Watch videos on. And of course, there are books, countless books out there on a lot of things as well. So be a good idea to stock up on books, how-to books. I know Mrs. Dawg and I have stocked up a good bit on how-to books, from just basic mechanical stuff to healthcare, to herbs and things like that. Good to have that in written form in books as well. So keep those skills sharp. You know, they're in demand now, but they would be even more in demand during a big emergency, or even if things fall apart. Okay. We all have a God-given talent. We all have an ability to do something better than the average person. I firmly believe that. I've worked in the vocational field. I've been in vocational rehabilitation for many years. I've worked with people with disabilities. I've worked with people who don't have documented disabilities. I've worked with people who didn't have documented disabilities, but I know they had issues. We all have our little issues. And I've talked with many different types of people, and I've done a lot of training, and I firmly believe we all have a specific talent that is just God-given. It is in us, you know. But it takes practice to get better at that as well. So make it even better. So I know when we think about ourselves, I know Mrs. Dawg. I know she's a very critical thinker. She's very intelligent. She's got a lot of common sense, street sense. Of course, the gardening, cooking, baking, sewing. Very crafty, so she'd be valuable to have in a mag, of course. Very level head. And I think with myself, you know, I don't have that craftiness side of me, and I'm not particularly handy about things. But I got the gardening. I'm a very critical thinker, I believe. Very adaptable, very good interpersonal skills, ability to talk to a lot of different kinds of people from all different levels, socioeconomic levels. Very calm demeanor, very level head, don't panic easy. A lot of mental health knowledge as well. So there's some other skills I could get better at as well. So I think we all could. I think we all can learn. We need to always be learning. Okay? But I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about skills and how important it is. Okay, share your thoughts on that. And maybe share something you want to learn, a new skill or get better at. All right, I got a good verse. Well, it's actually two verses. For this one, it is from Psalms 139, which is an awesome chapter, of course. Psalms 139, verse 13 and 14 says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." Amen. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. He made us before, he knew us and made us and knows us better than we know ourselves, way much more. And so God doesn't make mistakes. He's never wrong. So keep that in mind. Again, share your thoughts. Take care out there. God bless you. I'll see you soon.